Hello, anybody, somebody, nobody who may never see this. This is Siegfried Alexander Faust, the Whiff. Come back and do some more Warhammer 40k. This time I'm going to be covering Chaos, the Dark Gods. Chaos Consumas. Do you hear the voices too? So this is going to be with the 10th edition data slate, I wish, points updates, covering the different factions. It's been a minute since I uploaded, so I thought I'd just cover this for just how I have these armies, for any big changes. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be going through every single army. I could do that, and I will do that possibly in the future, but things have been a bit dicey for me recently, and I have a massive headache. I recently just recorded also the Space Marine and non-Space Marine Imperium videos, if you want to go check those out. If you like these kinds of content that I upload, please like, share, and subscribe, and reach out down below, comment, and I love all the positive feedback, any kind of little feedback I get. I know it's a little ridiculous, but it always makes my day. Share it with your friends, see if they might like it too. These mods are going to be available on Steam for anybody that wants to pick it up. Also, the link will be below for the Google Drive if you want to get these Battlescribe lists. They're all ready to go, and you can just plug and play. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, Stinky Marines, Death Guard. Unfortunately, Death Shroud is pretty good. So I have two Lords of Contagion going to the Death Shroud groups, of course, Foulblight Spawn and Death Guard Chaos Lord, with the regular Stinky Marines in the Land Raider. Just try to keep it alive, push them down the center of the board. Together, it's pretty good. And then Typhus, unfortunately, with another Death Shroud group. I say unfortunately because I would love for him to be with Poxwalkers. They have a thing for Typhus, but it's just not as good as putting him with more Death Shrouds. It's very upsetting. And you got Mortarion to try to buff them all up. I think the only one I'm missing, like I have my Dark Angel list, has got the Lion. He is, Mortarion is here for Death Guard. Magnus is for Thousand Suns. I don't, in my Ultramarine Space Marine, have Gilliman. GW, give me a reason to put him in. Make Gilliman great again. Or good, ever. Moving on. World Eaters. This is a bit heretical, but hang out, stay with me. I have two awesome Khorne Lords of Skulls because these fuckers are T13. First off, they can actually slap in melee, so they're just not hanging out in the back. No. They're moving up. You're moving these fuckers towards your opponent. They also get good range. They have pretty decent range. And so, I think it's funny. You have two of those, and then three War Dogs, and I just have Karn with a group of Berserkers, and then an Annihilator and Land Raider, because fuck you. You could change this list, but I think it's very funny that it's a very strong shooty list, if it wants to be, for Khorne. Yeah. Enough said. Blood for the Blood God. Feet for the Feet Throne. Feet picks for the Feet Throne. Chaos Marines. I would love to have Bile in here. I do not. He could be included. That's something to think about. He is definitely a reasonable choice. I just kind of like this list how it is. A lot of competitive lists don't have what I have. So, you know, I'm going to put that out there in case people want to not do what I do, because I don't do what other people do, apparently. I have Cultist to kind of stick you up and hold some objectives. I have Abaddon with a fat thing of, it says a cursed weapon. That's incorrect. It's Terminators, but they're just worded funny. These are Terminators. Just so they can just get any freaking buff they want. Forge Fiends, so that you can actually get some range damage dealing. AP 3, Strength 10, Damage 3, aka the Terminator Killer. It's going to wound on 2s. They're going to have to save on 4s. It's going to be a killer for a lot of things, honestly. And it's got Blast, too. So, even though it's D3, so you might roll these nuts and get only 3 1s for a mighty 3 shots. Guess what? If your opponent has 5 models, you've doubled your shots. You're now doing 6. So, it will still potentially kill a single squad. No, not bad. And that's on the low end. Or it can do a high end against a 5 Terminators, 1 unit of 5 Terminators, 3, 6, 9, 12 shots. Big spooky. Yeah, love it. And then Possessed. I just like their profile. That, and let me hit 1 here. So whenever you make a Dark Pact, guess what? They get devastating wounds. very nice indeed. And so I think it's funny to give these dudes I think they're dudes. They got a tentacle growing out somewhere. Dev wounds and just have them go to town so they can actually trade up against some things and just do. Oh, you don't get a save, and so they can get some weird guarantees for damage output. And their strength 6, 3 up save, 3 wounds. So they're just other Terminators you can have that out damage deal Terminators in melee. Very nice indeed. Chaos Daemons. The Daemons. There's an argument to be made to not have Shalaxi. Shalaxi is expensive. And instead, you can have some Keeper of Secrets. However, I like this list much better how it is here than I've seen anybody else run it. Reason being, Shalaxi is a better character killer, and she could still get the feel no pain that the others would get. It's more expensive, but she has much better character killing potential. This Demon Prince of Chaos, make him Nurgle, and then he can get the Nurgle upgrade. So you can just have the Endless Gift. You don't need to create an Unclean One. He's cheaper, and he comes with Unholy Vigor as well, and along with Prince of Darkness. So, guess what? I have a 3-up invul, and everyone nearby gets a -1 to be hit. The Grand Clean One doesn't do that. Just saying. And then, why have a Bloodthirster or a big dude just to have Argath when you can just throw it on the guy with wings? That's fine. And then here he has Malefic Destruction as well. So guess what? +3 attacks to the Argath weapon. So now you have +4 attacks, +1 strength. And if you're in the Shadow of Chaos, you have a total of +5 attacks and +2 strength to your weapon here. So you can have strength 12, 11 attacks if you want. Or you can have 19 attacks at strength 10. You know, it's pretty good. It's cheaper than a Bloodthirster. Demon Prince, subscribe today. Get there. I'm just saying, pretty good. And then Lord of Change, because the Everstav slaps. Changeling, throw him in the back line. Lone Op, every army with a Lone Op, pretty worth it to consider. And then Nurglings to try to out-deep your opponent. It's pretty good as an option. Chaos Knights. I think it's cool to run big knights. I think a lot of armies could have a lot more units and it'd be way more interesting. However, the games would be much longer and potentially more swingy. These are neither things UW likes. Not based, in my opinion. I'm not saying having a lot of mini knights isn't cool. I personally just think big knights are cooler. However, I'll give it to the small knights that they seem to perform much better. Take that as you will. So, behold, my 13 knights. Big spooky number. I don't know. The list is there if you want to check it out. A lot of these are huntsmen right here. And then I have, 3 brigands? 4 brigands? No, 2 brigands, 2 carnivores, and 3 stalkers. These guys are going to be coming out of reserves because they have free reroll charge anyway. So you don't have to spend CP for it. Might as well. 2 brigands to make the most out of the 2 war dog shooting enhancement stratagem. And then huntsmen are just overall, in my opinion, the best one because they have demon breast spear and melt-a-gun and can slap in melee. Last but certainly not least, space nerds. Space nerds. Magnus the Red saying, yes, insert balls here, I'll tickle your balls. The one-eyed giant, Red Rocket himself. I again have Forge Fiends to try to deal with Anti-Terminator if need be. This setup, yes, I am missing, you could say, a Malefic Maleceptor. However, this extra range, if you're smart, shouldn't be needed. That forces your opponent more so, one could argue, on the back end. However, counter argument to that, it's a big fucking model. So if they want, you're now investing point investment into that model that can totally be shut down. This is a bit more defensive value. It's still got a good amount of offensive push. I do have flamethrowers instead because I'm using a lot of the shooting from the regular bolts from the Scarab Occult Scarab unit instead. I like this a bit better because it gives me not you, Warp Flamer, option if I want to Overwatch, and it splits my opponent's attention a lot better. into what threat they want to try and deal with. The Scarab / Magnus and Arimon, all that is the main combo. It's a hell of a combo. But if they're gonna just throw everything into my Scarabs or Magnus round 1, then I think I'm still doing fine. That would suck. But if I have both of those after round 1, it's a pretty clinched game. If you lose all of that round 1, that's the struggle of Thousand Suns, if they lose any part of that big Wompy combo. But if you still have all of your rubrics and both Forge Fiends, hey man, you're not doing too bad. Every army's going to take some losses, and you can do mortals better than almost everyone else. With that said, this is Chaos. Look forward to my last video that I'm going to be uploading. It's going to be Xenos next. And again, if you like the other content, you can check it out for Imperium, both Space Marines and non-Space Marines, or my other wargaming content. Check it out. And if you like the videos, give it a like, thumbs up. Take care, and game on, gamers. Later. Bye.